Okay, so this. Yeah, I pressed the record button. We have been talking about Bob Ross Fan Club and tdot games or Goons just a little bit here for the next matchup, but
okay. So yeah, Mac, Falstad, Tassadar, expect to see it. It can happen.
A lot of those heroes.
He has a much bigger hero pool than you might expect based on their early performances. I guess it would just be an Enter the Storm. That was really where they started to make their name.
Yeah, but when it comes to drafting, though, they're not one of those teams that has one drafter, right? If I'm not mistaken, they all discuss. This becomes an open panel for them where they're just like, everyone has an opinion. And honestly, all 5 of them are really intelligent when it comes to drafting. And
so I'm hyping up all this drafting. Probably not going to see a whole lot of mind games going on in this next series. They don't know a lot about
tdot Goons.
They're not going to ban.
They probably watched that last match. I mean, I'm sure they were watching.
They might not have.
Yeah. I'm sure 1 or 2 of their members
maybe
did, honestly. But just kind of get a feel for them. So they're going to be like, all right, I hope. They're probably thinking to themselves, I hope they go Cho'Gall against us because we know exactly how to play with it. They're very experienced as a team.
The other big thing to note is this team is one of their qualities, be it good or bad, unwavering confidence.
Oh, man.
They are so confident in their abilities. And it's kind of a when they're hot, they're really hot. In terms of their ability to take down even the most impressive teams in NA, such as Cloud9.
It's like that one patch on the beach that has been in the sun all day that is just going to burn the living hell out of your feet. That's Bob Ross Fan Club.
Anyway. Yeah, they're good. When they're good, they're really good. And I hope that they can really keep this momentum up and take NA by storm. Be cool to see. I expect that they will do well in this qualifier.
Yeah, Josh Burry called me out for using his Bob Ross Fan Club Zuna artwork.
Oh, that's a great gift.
So
I like
beautiful.
that.
Shout out to Josh Burry.
All right. So, what can we expect to see now? They're also the type of team that will do some off-meta stuff. Not like crazy, but sometimes the order in which they pick heroes is a little bit different. So that could be another thing to expect in this draft.
Okay, I'm just asking them for a draft link. Hopefully they have not started without us. There's like 10 applications I have to constantly look at with the way the new production schedule is going and the way that we're interacting with the admins today. Jake's so rusty.
Have you seen the there's like a really short video. I think it was posted on Reddit a while ago. It was like examples of hacking in movies or something like that. Did you see that one where like the guy has like he's got like a ski mask on, right? And there's like this ridiculous techno music playing in the background, and it's like and he's like slamming his hands on the keyboard, and there's all this stuff flying on the screen. And then halfway through the video, somebody off screen just pulls a random keyboard that's not plugged into anything, just like puts it in front of him. And he goes over to the side, and he's just like doing this and like slamming it back and forth. That's Jake. That's Jake. Jake, I should just have another keyboard.
Can you like find this video and tweet it?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Okay,
good times. Maybe between games. Maybe that would be professional. That would be more professional. Let's do that. All right, Jake. What else can we expect to see? Anything fun? Think we're gonna have just boring drafts?
No,
Oh no! We got some people in the lobby saying, "Oh, Jake, you have to make the draft link." Do you see that? Do you see that face, guys? That face right there is disappointment. He's disappointed in his kids.
Yeah, players always make the draft link for me. I hate doing that. I have so many things I just talked about. I can do it.
He can do it. He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Guys.
He can do it, but he shouldn't have to, is what he's saying. That's that face. That's that face, guys.
My diva status.
Oh, and he's typing in all caps in the lobby. Oh!
Oh, God. Here we go. HeroesDraft.com.
Oh, Jake's like, it's too early for this.
God, I'll go to this other monitor, which is just for the drafts. So, thank you for all the audio feedback, guys, that we've gotten so far today. It sounds like the compressor is still not ideal, so I'll probably try to fund a new one because this one is refurbished and made in the 90s.
Yeah, apparently.
But I've tried just about everything, but hopefully the audio is pretty okay when we're yelling. Thank you for bearing with.
Eardrum blaster, boys.
Audio is like my enemy. It's just my weakness.
This is true.
Oh, they made the link.
Oh!
Kedma, I love you.
That doesn't work like that, Jake. You know this. You know this. You can't copy stuff from the Heroes client.
Yeah, I know. I tried.
Jake's got to memorize numbers.
We did it.
We got something. Waiting for team. Okay, we're making some progress. One team is ready.
Oh, you can right-click.
What?
Copy message. The new chat.
Greatest patch change in the history of Heroes. You can copy
You
message.
can right-click in the client to copy stuff. If somebody links you some sweet Reddit links, you can be like, let's check that
Jake,
out.
I have a question for you before we get into the draft. What did you use to product your hair today? To style your hair?
Axe just messy or whatever
Okay,
it's called.
because it's doing some interesting things. If you tilt your head down, or maybe away, can you see this thing?
No.
Turn your head more. There it is. There it is. That thing right there. What is that? Love
I
it.
can't see it.
It's fantastic.
What if I...
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
All right, Jake, we got draft.
Tyrande.
All right, I'll allow it.
Will you, though? Well, there's-
Kel'Thas,
yeah.
Kel'Thas get banned out. That's what we'd think we would see. Now, Muradin, seeing these nerfs, like he used to be this next pick. That used to be Muradin. Maybe it'll be Zagara. Oh, I'm like, all right. Bob Ross is gonna go for Jaina Tassadar. Here it comes.
Jaina Tassadar, you feeling it?
No, my streak is gone.
Get wrecked, Kubi.
I got two. I mean, I got one of the two. Maybe. Pick Jaina. Do it. Or Tassadar. Tassadar's fine too. I guess I should explain. Well, I don't know. It's Zagara. Again, just really consistent wave clear. A lot of vision control. You need a strong laner for that bottom lane. Or somebody who's very mobile. One of the two. So Falstad, that could be Mac. Now we know a lot about Barbara, so we can kind of hypothesize who's going to be playing what heroes. Probably Zuna will be on Jaina. So they haven't picked a hero for Fan yet.
No.
So
he can be pretty reactionary being a flex player. Oh, the medic. The medic priority
medic
seems...
Oh,
Tenma's a player that really likes medic quite a bit. And
this is true, but he also is good with Karazim and Uther. He's a very good support player.
He's good with all the
Yeah,
support.
he's
but
very good.
he likes medic.
He does like medic.
But we also know that tdot, they played medic game 1 with Cho'Gall. They just picked up Raynor. It's not out of the question to see a Cho'Gall pick up late game. They're going up against an opponent that has a reputation that just overshadows them in every way, right? I mean, Barbaros Fan Club.
So you're saying they need to do something weird.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, back when our competitive days, once in a while, you'd go up against a player that was way better than you, and sometimes you try to bust out some kind of cheese, some kind of like weird hero. You played Game & Watch against some players, like back in the Melee days, and some players just aren't comfortable with those matchups. Mewtwo King used to lose to all of these random characters they just didn't understand that well. He's a robot. His brain can't process it. So we could see something like Cho'Gall to try to throw off Bob Ross in an act of desperation because we have already seen that out of tdot Goons.
I wouldn't call their first Cho'Gall pick an act of desperation.
Well, in this situation, not act of desperation. That is kind of bad word.
No. Oh! Jake, you said we wouldn't see it. You said we wouldn't see it.
Yes, I love it. They watch the games. You know they watch the games.
right.
So confirmed.
You're right. You're right. Bob Ross doing their homework. They're going to ban out.
I love that. They're like, you know what? What kind of weird stuff could they do? They grab medic. Why would they grab medic early? Oh, we saw their game 1. Myth busted.
Maybe tdot, the only thing they want out of this set is the validation to know the Bob Ross Fan Club watched their games. This set they're done, put their hands up. We've won. We have won. They watched our games.
We got a respect ban on a Cho'Gall, boys.
Oh, man. All right, Bob Ross. I'd say that the support choice is probably Karazim, if I had to guess. I mean, we used to always hype up Right Wing on this battleground, but she is long forgotten because of the mobility, of course. Again, we have no pick for Fan yet, and usually okay, Fan will be playing Falstad then, or maybe Jaina. I guess it could be either. So Thrall,
Stitches is here.
We've been talking about how he's jumped up quite a bit in the tier list.
Yeah, that's going to be Urho on Stitches.
For sure.
Unless Urho plays Thrall, which is not out of the question.
They won't pick. I was going to say another warrior pick would be cool, and it does work well with Stitches, but I think based on the fact that they've grabbed Thrall as well.
Oh, they need to heal.
McIntyre. Oh, yeah. I mean, just aside from that, the fact that McIntyre's on Thrall. All right, so they go for Murd and Sonya. It's got to be Karazim, right? Uther's banned out. No Tyrande. No Medic. It could be Rhaegar. I just don't see the need for it.
Huh.
Unless I'm missing something. It's got to be Kerosene.
I expect Kerosene. Malph's fine with this too, but Kerosene is just more flexible. Kerosene's harder to kill. And yeah, there's the Kerosene.
Then the next question is, how much burst potential do they have, and is it worthwhile to take 7-sided strike?
Is it worth grabbing 7-sided?
They have 2 high HP pool heroes
that dive in.
tdot. That dive in, yes. But 7-sided strike plus hook is amazing.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Plus you have the root as well. It's like, if the setup is good for it and the hooks are on point, that hero's not leaving in there dying. There's no saving them. There's no way Morales can get there in time. Unless the one saving grace, you take the extended duration on Safeguard at 16? No, that's a level 1. Sorry. That's a level 1 talent. You take that level 1 talent. It depends, like, how confident... Is it Caterpillar? Yeah, Caterpillar is their support player. Yeah. It depends on how confident his positioning is. If he's very confident that he will never get hooked and he doesn't need to take the self-safeguard talent at level 1, he takes the extended duration and then pre-safeguards the target. But then it's like you may as well cleanse the target as well.
I think you almost need Trauma Trigger. Cleanse is going to be crucial.
That'd be a cool way to deal with hook, though. And that would...
Yeah, that's true.
And the extended duration on that. And you can also take, for the first, 1.5 seconds at 16... is more damage reduction.
Is it 25% additional?
Yeah, I think so.
It's 24.
So
yeah, that's
those hooks are going to be terrorizing this game, though, and it's really.
I'm so pumped. And it's
Sky
Sky Temple.
Stitches is back.
Yeah, dude. We complained about his absence for so long. And they just gave him a little bit of damage, and suddenly he's just back. Now he was being played in scrims prior to the damage buff, just because of the change in the meta in general, I think. But is Kubi watching with you?
Yeah. Well, he's talking about the empty slot, probably. Oh, fan disconnected. All right, so very, very, very interesting draft. Now let's take a look a little bit more at what tdot has and what they have going for them. Again, Zagara, the control, probably will be up against Falstad in the bottom lane, just because Falstad has the mobility to fly. Zagara will dominate that lane.
It's going to be Zuna.
Actually, it could be Thrall.
Zuna Thrall.
Thrall is a really.
McIntyre and Falstad. They swapped it up. Mac's going to be playing, so Zuna's going to go ham. Mac's going to be playing, his Falstad is legendary.
Oh, his Falstad is very good.
And then we've got Fan on Jaina. Very cool. Arho playing Stitches, and then Kenma on Kerosene.
Oh, the Discord.
That is unacceptable sound effects.
Unacceptable.
I know what to do.
Got him.
Got him.
Soundboard.
Whatever works, man. Yeah, all right. Well, we've given both of the teams the okay. It looks like they need 1 more minute on the side of tdot Goons. But we can see you guys have voted as to who you think will win this next game. It is very much in favor of Bob Ross Fan Club. Game number 1 on Sky Temple. Kubi, you think Bob Ross? You think they've got the scarier draft here?
It's so hard for me to say this like unbiasedly. If I'm covering the names up and looking at the draft, who do I think won? I still have to give it to Bob Ross. I mean, a lot of it would be like, I'd cover the names and be like, well, how good's their Stitches? Right? Can their Stitches land hooks? You know, if he can land some hooks, they're going to be able to kill the target every time. So, I'd say given that factor, then I'd give the draft to Bob Ross. Muradin can get out. Sonya, Raynor, Morales, and Zagara are gonna have a bad time. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man. I'm so ready for those sound effects. Game number 1 between Bob Ross Fan Club and tdot Goons coming on in.
Can we get like can you set up a vote for who had the better sound effects? I think I dumpstered that. All right, over on the left side for Bob Ross Fan Club, we have McIntyre on the Falstad. Kemba will be playing Karazim. Fan on Jaina. Arrow will be on Stitches. And Zuna rocking the ham boat. That is Thrall.
On the right side, it is tdot Goons with Mittens playing as a Medic. Kajai going to be on Raynor. Jim playing Sonya. Joey Gobbles on Muradin. And Gangsta Vile playing Zagara.
He had amazing Moz, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Game 1.
He really did.
Was it game 1? Yeah, it was, right?
Really
nice.
We're doing this. We're committed. Oh, God. The hook goes in immediately
Jake,
on
you should have known better. The roof.
The heels are there, and Jim going back on in. The dwarf toss forward from Joey, but they're not able to get the lockdown.
Trying to make a
Stormbolt,
statement.
not going to make it onto McIntyre.
Jake, quick, go. Go.
Yes, we did it.
All right. Jake forgets every time. Love it.
Every tournament.
The scroll. Okay. So they were trying to make a statement there. They stood up to Bob Ross immediately, right at the watchtower, and said, "This is ours. We're going to fight you here till the end of time."
And I love how Jim just, he took a lot of damage, but once he had those medic heals from Mittens, he threw that Ancient Spear out, and he brought the pain back. He sent that mail home.
There's no Tyrande in this
Return to sender.
There is no Tyrande. No packages have been sent. All right, Stitches grabbing the level 1 talent that's extra healing over time. So self-heal, self-sustain. Maybe we'll see that paired up with the cooldown reduction at 7. Could be a thing. Keep that in mind. I'll assume that is extra slow for Jaina. Slow, not time, or percent.
How do you like this? Samus.
Oh, no.
Gangsta.
Gangsta. Oh, that was fast.
More like dumpster vial.
Oh,
there he goes.
That's a start of things to come, perhaps. The rotations are going to be fierce, and they're scary. Just Zuna and Arrow together probably can kill most heroes. Now, with the exception of Sonya.
Yeah. Falstead is staying bot, so that's an additional lane of soak here on the side of Bob Ross Fan Club. This can become a big deal very quickly. They're controlling that top temple with Karazim alone. Kenma soloing that very easily. Of course, all the self-sustain on Karazim is nice.
Yeah. Not only that, but they took out Cigar in the bottom lane. That was the advantage they were supposed to have, was to have that extra soak. And there is the pull. Kajai does get rooted. They don't have the position to go in and take him out. Zoning them back for the time being. But again, they have control of the top temple. It's not a huge, massive priority for them to be able to take this fight. Sure, they want to be able to push them back if they can.
All right, some shots being picked up by Bob Ross. Zagara is bottom, so it is a 4v4 here in the mid. Top control by Kenma. He's rotating down slowly. The hook connects onto Morales, and she falls very quickly.
That's very bad. And Kenma's going to be there to be able to take out Muradin, I think. He should have enough damage. Yes! It was an unfortunate dwarf toss. Wasn't expecting Kenma to rotate down. Fan, does he have the slow to be able to get him out? Yes.
Yeah, Cold works out.
Has Jim overextended the hook! Oh, boy.
What a start for Bob Ross Fan Club. Yes, Gangsta Bill is pushing out the bottom lane, has some nice creep spread, and the experience is already a level down.
I think they've taken enough structures that if they were able to completely dominate the bottom temple in the next rotation, which should be popping up around 4:30.
Yeah, I mean,
a little bit later than that. Sure, that'd be nice. They'd be able to take out the bottom fort. Based on how things are going so far, though, not sure they're going to be able to get every single shot of that temple. It is the right way to play, though. I will say that. You do need to play for that situation.
Bottom. Yeah, try to
control bottom. If you have Cigar, you control bottom in the lane. Try to do enough siege damage onto the towers to be able to fully capitalize on that temple. It's the right play. Is it going to happen? We'll see.
Silas going to Stitch between Chew Your Boot with Amplified Healing. That's just a lot of self-sustain for Stitches as a whole. And then, of course, all the heals from Karazim are just amplified. Amplified Healing does that.
Oh, crazy. That may actually point towards 7-sided strike.
Yeah?
A little bit more self-sustain for these heroes.
Good point.
That may point in that direction.
Okay, Kenma trying to get this top fort. Has to Radiant Dash in the last moment. Aegis Spear connecting, and the Dwarf going forward. He do get Kenma, but they're going to trade out Joey Gobbles. Oh, no, not quite. Still living, but the Chain Lightning comes out from Zuna, chaining over and getting the kill. Jaina looking for that Frostbolt. Does not connect. Jim jukes both the Frostbolt and the hook, but the Wolf
fort
goes
here.
out.
They might go in. Fan trying to get that damage. He's done. No, the heals from Medic. Mittens, well done. The safeguard as well.
Smitten by Mittens. But Thrall ends up dying. What?
They're battling back.
That's
I like
huge.
this.
That's huge.
They're only down about 3/4 of the level right now.
And
like I said, this next set of temples is going to be popping up. It's not that the heroes won't be available for the second set of temples, but positionally it should be strong. They've bought a lot of time for Zagara to continue to creep up and hold this position. There it is, the last bite.
Iceland's picked up here.
Okay.
Wanting that penetrate. All right. And very standard Karazim and Thrall. Auto attack Falstad. And we will see Bruiser King picked up on both sides.
Revolution Overdrive, level 7 for Rainer.
Yep.
Movement speed.
It was.
Right? Yes. Okay. So they're set up. Again, so much vision control at this bottom lane, even just putting down additional creep tumors. Even if it's overlap, it's fine. They know some of them are going to get taken out in this fray. What is the plan?
All All right, Sonya is going to be the last one to this fight, so we will see a little bit of passive play out of tdot Goons. So I would expect, at least, from Zagara feeling confident with all of this creep spread. Joey trying to zone the team back. Jim has now reached the fight, and they are on even footings. One level lead here on the side of Bob Ross, but no talent difference, just a statistic difference.
Okay. Moving in, starting to invade. No shots have been fired off on this temple yet, just a few.
Oh, wow, Jim taking a ton of damage, but the medic heals are sufficient. Joey needs to dwarf toss. No, the medic heal's coming again, switching that target very quickly. They've controlled about almost a quarter of the shots here on this bottom temple, and that in itself is very good.
A great flank position from Kajai. I liked that. They really was able to put a lot of pressure onto McIntyre, forcing him to barrel roll over that wall, and that's why we see Bob Ross in this sort of hesitant position. Arrow moving in onto that bottom shrine. Tenma in trouble perhaps. No, the root goes down, and they weren't able to get enough burst healing onto Sonya.
Oh, this
now
is
the
disastrous.
Hook. This could be the snowball effect for Bob Ross.
Oh, the heals from medic actually working out, so they just lose the one hero.
But
Most
now
of
what?
this ammunition
Level
has
10?
gone. Oh, yeah.
That's it. They got to give
so
this
they're
up.
leaving.
They have to.
Hey, well played. You know, they lost one hero.
They
took up almost half the shots on that bottom temple, and they realized when level 10's here, they just give it up. They don't even contest. They don't stick around. They're just leaving Zagara to soak as much experience as possible.
Sundering, there's the 7-sided strike. Sundering Vial, 7-sided Water Elemental. That's what we'd expect to see. Over on the side for tdot. Maw. Leap? No.
Yeah,
I'm okay with, like, I know we're seeing a little bit more Leap in Europe. There's a time and a place for it, and I think it's getting forced a little bit too much. Oh, good play.
Yeah.
Another hero.
Reno gets picked. Did they use any heroics to do so? 7-sided strike was spent, as well as Water Elemental and Sundering. So 3 heroics used to get 1 kill. Level 10 just around the corner here on the side of tdot Goons, but they're taking a lot of structural damage.
Maybe, that's hard to say whether that was the right call. It's definitely intimidating to see the fact that they will strike at any moment like that, but the overlap, it's not going to be a fight for a temple.
Okay, Maw stim drone with on both Sonya and Raynor. Very good. Not as popular on Muradin now that they've nerfed Avatar. You don't get those micro stuns with stim drone anymore.
Yeah, Hyperion probably. I would think that'd be a smart pickup. It's good on this map.
Yeah,
just for the simple sake, there's no mule. Any damage you get onto structures is basically your health bar.
There's a heroic lead here for tdot Goons, so this is actually a fine. They're not afraid to disengage from this. A lot of teams would just back away.
Wait, what?
From the camp, a lot as they're being bullied in their mercenary camp.
Oh, I thought you said leap.
No, I said there's a heroic advantage. A lot of teams would just
back
back away.
I thought I heard you say heroic leap. Like, what?
No.
What? All right.
And it looks like they could try to get something set up here. Now, these Maws can be massive. We've seen the Cigar do this already.
He's good at it.
Hey, Urho with the hook connects on
Are
medic.
you serious?
Sundering going out, hitting 3 targets. Hyperion Youth in response. Jim is getting very low. Mittens barely escaping. No, does end up going down. Stim drone on Kajai, gonna end up falling as well. Jim picks up the kill, but he's gonna fall 3 for 1, make it 4 for 1 as Joey is imminently gonna end up falling here. Huge play by Bob Ross Fan Club with that massive Sundering.
Yeah, Sundering was awesome, but are you kidding me? Arrow? He just threw his hook into 4 people and grabbed the medic.
He's a god.
That was amazing.
Wow.
That was easily the biggest part of that play. Like, that setting that up, they didn't hit the root immediately after, but wow. And that's hard to do. And there's a lot of heroes where it's like, if you hit a hook on this hero, it's not fantastic. I guess really just, not even really Sonya. She can pop her heroic and get out with a CC reduction.
What's so fun about that, though, is like you said, sure, he managed to hit medic, and that's huge, but like, their forced response is to go out and get medic out of there. As soon as they do that, they're clumped up, and that Sundering from Zuna, it's like, there's no correct play. You almost have to let medic die, because as soon as you charge in like that,
they did hit a nice maw. They hit a 3-person maw again.
Yeah, okay.
Every single maw I've seen Gangsta throw is at least 3 people.
Not enough, though. Kenma with the jukes goes down, dodges Stormbolt and Ancient Spear.
Does not have Relentless, too. So you're going to see Kenma get a little bit more aggressive, try to soak up some of those stuns. It's always going to be the role of the Karazim in these types of compositions. 2 temples. We do have McIntyre in the bottom lane on the fall set. We'll stay down there as long as possible and then fly up to the rest of the team. There's going to be a fight! Oh, medic again!
We're talking about the Sundering flanks that exist for Thrall, blowing up medic immediately. Joey's going to end up firing a 3-man maw, but they're just not enough. There's always someone dead before they even find those maw opportunities. Jim just barely getting out. Hearthing in the middle of the bushes. Raynor will fall in a 3-level lead picked up here for Bob Ross.
The boss.
They're clean, man.
Yeah, They're executing their game
They
plan.
did their laundry. They're smelling fresh.
They're clean. They took a shower. They're clean. Execution. Very well done.
Got to give props to
Every
Jim
time,
for,
the medic.
for,
Every
for
time.
quickly realizing that he needed a hearth out of there. But yeah, the Sundering flanks are so good.
Yes.
My temple's power has been expanded.
Wow. Just every time the medic is blown up immediately. That's the power of Stitches. That's
Just a raw hook going through the wall, seeing if they could find
Yep.
anything. Level 16 is going to make things quite scary. Fishing hook, now we've got 40% additional range on the hook. Thrall has got Tempest Fury, going for a bit of a unique style here. Generally speaking, we see more Wind Fury level 13, but
machine gun build for Jason too.
Oh yeah, Icy Veins
Veins
with
plus
the
cooldown
Ice
reduction.
Lance.
Yep.
And then Northern Exposure as well. Very cool. 13 just raged still
Banelings.
down a full talent tier. The Baneling's doing nothing, and this top keep is taking a lot of damage already.
Oh no, 2 dead heroes. See you
And
later.
Putrid Vials
Nah,
stopping
nah,
any
you ain't
escape
getting out of
path.
there. You ain't-
7-sided
No.
strike. Not quite enough. Joey lives on.
Okay. That happens. But still the last keep. Thought for sure that would have been a dead burner. Stitches or Arrow did the,
Oh,
did the
the
right
hook
thing.
onto Jim, but he's
Should be good.
right.
Yeah, I think he already had his heroic action.
All right, every heroic spent. If we saw a re-engage, it wouldn't be the worst idea with Rainer up, since there is a small window where they're going to have a lot of heroics down. But it's going to be hard to find Bob Ross fan club making a mistake like that.
I like the play from Arrow there, though. As soon as that Sundering went down, pops Putrid Bile and then runs in the direction, knows that Murden's only chance to get out is to leap, and he almost got to the other side of him to body block him and get him caught in the Bile. Wasn't quite enough, but very close.
Wow,
Cool little play.
The Wretchling. How do you feel about that talent?
I will tell you that on certain battlegrounds, and we may see it today, it's ridiculous.
Why is that?
Let's talk about Infernal Shrines. Cooldown reduction at 7. Infinite sustain from level 1. And Wretchlings, you can just constantly keep biting the minions, and you just have like a ton of Wretchlings out.
That's really cool.
It's obnoxious.
All right, tdot realizes that this boss is being picked up. They're going in. Hyperion reigning above. We see that Sonya has already used Nature Spirit once. Mighty Guts to disengage to keep the boss for them, but they might lose some heroes. Murden having to dwarf toss away. 7-sided strike doing a lot of damage in the Blizzard. Picks up the kill. Maw just on one target this time, and it's a 2-0 in favor of Bob Ross with the boss. Make that 3. This is disastrous.
Fan just popped off so hard. Pops Icy Veins and literally murders the entire team. If the replays go up, you guys go back and watch that fight. That was, he just murdered the whole team. Nobody was able to get a single stun on him, and he decimated them.
It's build,
Go
man.
look at the damage. Look at the damage. No?
He's still up there. 33,000.
Yeah,
34
but
for the
that
ball.
was, I feel like he had to have put out at least 10k damage in that
In
last
that fight.
fight.
Probably
That
did.
was insane.
Well played here by Bob Ross Fan Club, taking a dominant game number 1 on Sky Temple. tdot Goons not out yet. This is a best of 3 series.
I'm looking at Kara's and he's like, trying to get his dance on, man.
Blue team.
Really
That's
excited.
what Kenma looks like when he goes to the club.
Disco sauce right there.
He just does that exact move. He like does like a flying Indian style
That's,
with one
I
leg
mean,
out.
if you could pull that, greatest dancer ever to live.
Have
I'll
you
say
seen
it.
Kenma dance?
Yeah. If that's it, then yeah. 4 kills. How did you feel about T-Dot's showing there?
When it came to
Do you think that
decision making, they
did
were
they-
actually really good. I
Yeah.
was really impressed with their just map awareness and decision making, shot calling. But when it came to team fights, Medic a little bit out of position a lot, like a few too many hooks connecting. It felt like they weren't comfortable playing against Stitches in general. And between the hooks and Sundering, they just didn't know what to do.
Some of those hooks were stupid good,
Yeah.
though.
Fighting the needle.
Yeah. That's an understatement. Some of those hooks he landed was like, if you take a snapshot right before the hook goes out, I'm like, nah, Medic's not out of
You
position
see those
here.
bowmen that like shoot an arrow and then they shoot another arrow through that arrow, right?
That's what he did.
That's basically Urho.
He's pretty much Robin Hood.
Legolas. Legolas is way cooler than Robin Hood. Legolas shoots like 4 arrows at once. What if Stitches had like 4 hooks at once?
Jake. On that note, we're going to go to a short break. Get game number 2 set up so that Jake can think about what he's done.
Let's think about it.